What's up guys, and welcome back to my Newcastle Career Mode. We're in episode 7 already. We've already played 6 matches and we're advancing in the Capital One Cup after a result against Plymouth Argyle away. But as you can see here, just going through the messages here, just skipping a couple of things there. I'm just going through that details. We've got a match up here against Cardiff City away. We played Everton away in our last match and we lost 2-1 with Romelu Lukaku scoring the 88th minute there. But we're going to get a good result here. We're going to play the same team as we did last time, but we're going to have Moussa Sissoko brought on a little bit earlier than we brought him on previously. So this team we're going with Tim Krul, Darryl Janmaat, Manga, Yanga and Biwa, Santon. We've got Vernon Nida and Sheikh Tiote in the holding midfield positions. Remy Cabella and Siem de Jong there as the 2 centre attacking midfielders, and then Lacazette and Riviere as the 2 strikers. Lacazette being in excellent form so far for us hopefully he can notch in a couple of goals against Cardiff City today, and you know, maybe Riviere can get one on the score sheet as well, because I don't think he's scored yet for the club. Maybe he's scored one, but he hasn't scored too many. Been more of a sort of secondary striker, providing assists more than just goals there. But you know, he'll pick up, he'll do well. You know, he's early on in his Premier League career. He's still got the opportunity to make himself a hero for Newcastle. You know, we've always liked our strikers, and that's sort of what you expect from the likes of Lacazette and Riviere. Carrier, you know, also has the possibility. He's only 24, I think. You know, he's got the opportunity to improve as well. I know Lacazette's 22, Riviere's 21, I think. You know, both of those have got fantastic opportunities to improve there, and that's a lovely ball there, and that's a really good strike there. Absolutely fantastic. Let's take a look at that one again there. You see Tiote just playing in the ball, Remy Cabella there. I think that's Riviere actually plays in the ball to Remy Cabella there, and then that's an absolutely fantastic opportunity there. So we're going to have Remy Cabella here taking the corners here, so we're just going to play it into the middle and hope we can get something from this. And just plays it deep there, and that's a fantastic head from Riviere there, but Marshall, he just cleans up there, you know, does really well. Marshall, a player I really like actually, he's a fantastic goalkeeper, does really well, you know, David Marshall. Along with Ben Foster, 2 players who you know, the lower league teams, they saved them in some matches with some of their heroic displays in between the sticks there, which is absolutely fantastic. But you know, hopefully they won't have as good a game today as they have in previous matches, and you know, we'll get a result against them, because I know that David Marshall is going to be a tough goalkeeper to beat, not unlike Tim Howden in the last match against Everton. You know, tough goalkeeper to beat him once, but beating him again, you know, very difficult. We only had 2 shots on target and 1 goal was a goal, so
against Everton.
Well, here he is, Santon playing a lovely ball to Lacazette there. Lacazette just doesn't get on the end of the defenders, do really well there. Santon out of position there, but manages to pick that ball up. Plays in Lacazette. Lacazette goes for the shot. Oh, and that's a fantastic finish from Lacazette. And that's why I put him in the team, because he scores goals like that. He's in fantastic form at the moment. He's playing well, scoring well. That's an absolutely fantastic through ball from Santon, but Lacazette really made that his own there. He played through 2 defenders, managed to get it in the far post, just beyond the reach of the goalkeeper, and that's absolutely fantastic. 1-0 Newcastle. You know, the lesson that we've got to learn from previous matches here is that we cannot switch off once we get ahead. That's something we've done previously, and he's a prime example of that, just switching off very early on after we've scored a goal, and you know, gifting opportunities to the opposition to come back into this and, you know, get between the teeth and say actually they can go on and win this. And that's what you don't need to do. You need to have the confidence to go forward, to press forward, not give the ball away too cheaply, and that's what we need to do here. We need to show a bit of confidence, show a little bit of urgency in our play, just sort of demonstrate the confidence that we've had previously in other matches in going up there, scoring and holding on to a lead. You know, we cannot concede like we have done previously. Janmaat and Santon have been absolutely fantastic in terms of their performances so far. Do I blame them for, you know, anything? And there is, you know, a fantastic goal there. I'm not going to give that flat. Jordan Much there made that goal. You know, very easy header, but that's the problem I've been saying all along. We've been talking about switching off and just gifting the ball to the opposition, and we've just done that again, and this is a problem that we have. I don't know whether it's the defence or whether it's the formation that's proving that problem there, that we're just gifting the ball. Maybe it's because we're playing too direct through the middle, and it means that, you know, on the wings we're going to be, you know, outnumbered there. I don't know whether that's what it is, but certainly we seem to be having trouble on the wings at the moment, and you know, crosses coming through seem to be a real problem. But hopefully we can, you know, come back into this match, grab another goal, and you know, not switch off like we did there, because that's the major problem there. And again, Woodnevs, who's, you know, not a player I'm completely aware of there, but does really well just to knock Cheick Tiote off the ball, which isn't something that many people are actually able to do, but does really well now. Cheick Tiote here, running with the ball, does really well. He's not exactly the paciest guy, but managed to get past the challenge for the defender there.
What can he do now?
And that's a really disappointing there. Should have hit that one first time, Lacazette maybe, but he brought it down for touch, trying to play it through the goalkeeper, and the defender's got a block in. But Lacazette there looks hungry for goals there, you know, wants to be doing better than he is at the moment. He's already scored a fair few goals. I think it's 5 league goals so far, but you know, hopefully he can score a couple more, because you know he's been the one who's actually brought us through games. He's scored the goals that we need. You know, he's given us results on occasion, but you know, Riviere, I really want to see Riviere come good. He's only 21, I think. You know, he's got some good opportunities to move forward and, you know, progress his career here. Same as I&J Perez, who's on loan at the moment. I think he's, you know, 19, something like that at the moment. He's got a real opportunity to move forward there. And here's Remy Cabella on the ball. Plays a lovely ball through, and that's just a fantastic defending there. Cheick Tiote, though, managed to recover the ball. Does really well now and tries to play the ball, but doesn't quite work out. And we're just trying to keep, you know, the pressure on Cardiff City, trying to press forward and, you know, make them give away the ball, which they almost did there, but didn't quite recover the ball in time, and they managed to get that one back there. But keeping them sort of in their own half for the most part, trying to make sure that we don't give the ball away too cheaply.
The player, this guy, that the opposition have really got to keep an eye on.
Almost to give the ball to Yang B with there, but you know, they're just very, very sloppy play from Anita there, just gives the ball to the opposition there, and you know, that's sort of one of the problems that we're having here. We're just, when we've got the ball sort of in our own half, you know, we've got the ball around the 16-yard area, around the box, we're getting a little bit afraid of what the opposition can do to us. We know they can hurt us, and we know that, you know, they're going to have that technical ability and the goal scoring prowess to be able to perhaps challenge us and score a couple of goals. But Jordan Much there takes the ball on, but doesn't really make anything happen with that there. But he's definitely been Cardiff City's most creative player so far. He's proved himself a real handful around the 18-yard area, and you know, we've got to close him down a little bit better. Possibly, you know, bring in one holding midfielder and then one central midfielder, and playing one through the middle as opposed to two sort of either side of the strikers. I'm not really sure sort of what formation most suits Newcastle at the moment, and that may be a problem as well. You know, we don't quite know what our best 11 is yet. You know, this team is definitely a team that I'm very happy with. You know, I really like the way they feel and the way that they you know, defend well. They do pretty well, but it's just that concentration levels, you know, the ability to, when we've got the ball, don't give the ball away too easily, just like that, and you know, try and make things happen. And that's one of the problems that we've had, is that we try to make things happen, and we're making things happen. You know, I'm not going to lie here. We've done well in terms of the opportunities that we create. It's the finishing, and then it's the defending after scoring. That's our Achilles heel. When we've scored, we've switched off, and we've given the opportunity to come back into the game. And most of the time, they've gone on and won it as a result of that, because they've got something between the teeth. They've managed to go, yeah, we can go on and win this, and then, you know, we've just given the ball away, and that's it. That's a huge problem for us, and I'm not sure where to go with that. It's 1-1 at half time. It's not a horrendous result, but hopefully, you know, we can go on there and we get something happen there. 4 shots, 3 on target to Cardiff City's 3 shots with 3 on target. But again, dominating possession there, doing very well. I'm not going to change up the strike force, because the strike force is actually in form at the moment. But I am going to take off Anita, and I'm going to bring on Musa Sissoko as they did in the last game. Hopefully Sissoko and Tiote can build up a good partnership there, and we can do pretty well with that. But we're kicking off in the second half, and hopefully we can get a good result. I'm hoping for a 2-1, maybe a 3-1 win, you know, possibly trying to make things happen. Here's Janmaat, who's, you know, been, for me, the star player so far. He's been absolutely fantastic in the last few matches there. And here's Lacazette on the ball. Lacazette just does really well, tests the goalkeeper. There's no one in the middle to attack the ball from the rebound there, and it's a little bit disappointing. But you know, Lacazette, as he did against Everton, showing early on that he wants to score a goal, that he's going to, you know, test the goalkeeper, and he does that there fantastically. And there's Janmaat there. Janmaat and Colaccini, you know, they actually have very similar hair in this game. And there, that's a fantastic save there, but I think he is offside. Let's just take a look at that.
He's offside.
He is offside. Defence does really well there. Holds on to the ball, but we've got to learn not to switch off there. Now I don't know whether possibly having Colaccini in the back four as opposed to one of the two French players could prevent some of the problems that we're having, because Colaccini has done really well in terms of that. And he seems young on the ball. He tries to get it off, but defenders blocks the ball, but they don't get it away. Santon's on the ball again. Santon tries to play it through, but doesn't really succeed there. Knocks the ball to Janmaat. Janmaat's got the ball now. Here's Sissoko on the ball. And there's Riviere. Riviere just sort of knocked off the ball there a little bit casually. But Tiote back on the ball. Tiote loses it. Santon picks it up again, and we're winning the second balls there. We're winning the second challenge, which is good to see. We're just not really getting players forward, and that's going to be a problem there. But there's Sissoko there. Sissoko plays it to Riviere. Trying to sort of find a space there, but can't really see it happen. They're getting bodies sort of back, and then they're playing on the counter attack, which is obviously going to cause problems because we don't have the fastest back four in the world, but Janmaat, probably one of the pacier players there. He tries to play a fantastic through ball there, but doesn't really come off. But if we can get one of those balls through, we can get Riviere on one of those balls. I think that he could actually do really well and slot him into the back of the net, because he is fast, he is pacey, he is going to cause problems to slow defences. But we possibly come against defences that either have the pace to be able to cope with him, or just have been able to knock him off the ball when he's got the ball and keep pace with him and knock him off. That's sort of what we've had the problem with him so far. He has provided a lot of assists, so you can't really dispute his contribution so far in terms of those performances. Here's Riviere again on the ball. Just tries to play a through ball there to Cabella. Doesn't really work, but Riviere gets back on the ball. He's holding on the ball here well there. There's Janmaat. Janmaat on the ball. Janmaat knocks it to Cabella. Cabella just knocks off the ball there as he's in the box, and they go back on the attack. But Manga there does really well. Knocks him off the ball. He slips down in the rain. And we've got Sissoko back on the ball. Sissoko tries to play the ball to Cabella, but doesn't really come off there. And again, the defence just switching off there a little bit. And just Tim Krul there trying to play to Sissoko, possibly trying to play the ball short. Doesn't really come off and they give the ball, but we managed to get that back there. And Sim de Jong on the left here. Not really seen too much of in this match, but he had a decent opportunity in the first half where the ball came through to him. He tried to get the ball, but it didn't really work out for him. But it is another opportunity to try and make things happen there. Again, the defence, Cardiff City are just dropping players deep. They're bringing players back and then playing on the counter attack. And sort of that's going to be our problem here. That playing on the counter attack, they're going to get us because we're committing players forward. We're trying to get that second goal, and we're not really having much luck at the moment. But the longer the game goes on, the more tired they're going to get. And we've got some players who are quick. They are speedy players, and hopefully we can make something happen here. And there's a fantastic opportunity. And I was surprised that the likes of Riviere didn't run onto that and hit it first time, which is what I was expecting. But instead he had the ball dropped to, I think it was Lacazette, and Lacazette just didn't have that first touch to be able to control the ball and take that on there. But is Lacazette again? He's trying to make things happen again. He's dropping deep to try and get the ball and make things happen, which is absolutely fantastic there. And there he is again, fantastic play there, trying to put the ball through to Riviere. Doesn't really work for him, but he's trying to make things happen, which is absolutely fantastic. The referee calls a free kick there, but they play advantage, and they're coming down the right hand side again. And they've hurt us on that right hand side. It's where the original goal came from. But again, Tim Krul getting to that one, does really well there, very happy with that. It's a free kick as well. I think he's barging into Tim Krul and he challenged for that ball there. But they're making a couple of changes there. Peter Whittingham coming on in the place of Nuon, which is obviously a good change there. Obviously they're possibly trying to shore up their defence, but again, the players there, they're running forward, but they're not really doing anything with it. And that's a really fantastic goal for Lacazette there, but the goalkeeper just managed to get the touch on that. Lacazette was trying to knock it past the goalkeeper and, put it in the back of the net there. The goalkeeper did really well there, very impressed with that. Cabella here, back on the ball, plays it to Janmaat. Janmaat there, spotting the play there. He tries to hold on the ball, but doesn't really do a good job of doing that. And that's one of the problems there, is that when you've got your back to a defender, you're holding off a defender there. You know, a lot of these players, they aren't the strongest players in the world. It's going to be difficult for them to just succeed in getting that first ball. And as a result of that, we lose the ball and we give up possession. But here's a fantastic opportunity for counter-attack. Here's Lacazette on the ball. Lacazette, not exactly the fastest player, but managed to get the pace there. Oh!
We don't know what would happen in the closing minutes, and
that's really disappointing. That should have perhaps scored with that one there, but unfortunately, you know, we've just done a huge mistake there. We possibly should have ran further forward with that. It was a great counter-attacking play. Ran the ball forward, knocked it to Lacazette. Lacazette ran, you know, half of the pitch, if not more than that. And you know, as a result of that, we just conceded a sort of a sloppy ball there.
One more goal, that could do the trick.
Yeah, Tim Krul just sort of picking up the ball there. You would have expected them to run for that, and that's a 1-1 draw there. A little bit disappointing. We seem to be getting draws and losses more than wins at the moment. We are scoring, but we're not scoring too many. It's 1-0 results, or 1-1s, or 2-1s. We're not pushing forward and scoring significant amounts of goals. Even though we are having more shots, not all of them are on target. So, taking a look, I think we're probably going to be about 11th in the table at the moment. I think we've played 7 or 8 matches at the moment. Let's take a quick look at the table there, see sort of where we stand at the moment there. Yeah, 7 matches played, 8 points, we're in 14th, which is a little bit of a disappointment there. Tim Krul, you know, he's played pretty well there. We're now into the international break there. A few players have probably gone out to play for their national teams. That's not something I'm particularly bothered about. Our next match is actually going to be against Liverpool. I'm going to assume that's going to be at home. Let's just take a quick look at that one there. So it's going to be at home there, so obviously we're going to hopefully get a good result there. We really need to start picking up some points. If I can get a result against Liverpool, that will put us at 11 points. That should hopefully put us, let's take a look there, take a look at the table and see where we can get a win there. So on 11 points we could actually move up to 10th or 11th. So obviously, you know, look at the top of the table, absolutely packed there. 14th, 15th, 16th all tied on points there, but you know, hopefully we get a decent result there. So that's going to be it for this episode. I'll see you in the next episode where we'll be playing Liverpool in our home match at St James's Park, and hopefully we'll get a result, a great result there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.
Don't forget to click subscribe for all the latest videos. Don't forget to click subscribe for all the latest videos.